Okay, let's go through chapter 3, chart 11 on page 87. So if you have your textbook, turn to page 87. 87 is talking about parallel verbs. Parallel just means you have two or more things that are the same. They match. So when we're talking about verbs, we have two or three or more verbs connected, usually by a word like and. And to maintain correct English grammar, we want those verbs to be the same verb tense. So in example number one, if I'm talking about habits and routines, I use present simple for habitual actions. Austin usually rides his bike to school and gets there at 8 o'clock. Since I'm using present simple and my subject is a boy's name, Austin, that's third person singular he, I add an S, rides. My next verb is get. It will also need an S. Gets. Rides and gets. Parallel. Same. Matching. If I'm using present simple tense to talk about future scheduled events, like the theme park opens at 10 a.m. tomorrow and closes at 9 p.m. The amusement park is also third person singular. It, so I add an S. It opens and closes. Opens and closes are both present simple. They're parallel. They're the same. If I'm using past simple for completed actions, then I would say something like number three. I got to work this morning. I ate a donut and had some coffee. That's three verbs there. They are all in the past tense. Got, ate, had. Parallel. Present progressive for ongoing actions or situations. In number four, we are talking on Zoom and telling each other funny stories. Present progressive uses a form of the be verb, am, is, are, and then an ing verb. When we are using two or more present progressive verbs, we do not need to repeat the be verb. You only need one be verb, we are, and then you have that ing verb talking. If you have any other verbs after that, you need the ing form of the verb only. We are talking and telling. If I'm using present progressive or the verb, the construction be going to talk about future plans, the same thing happens here. Present progressive or be going to both use a be verb. So I need am, is, are, and then an ing form of the verb, or you would have going to, going, also ing form. You only need one be verb there. So at number five, we are meeting on Zoom tomorrow and learning about grammar. You only have one be verb, we are, but then you have more than one ing verb. We are meeting and learning. For number six, I am going to take the kids to Disneyland tomorrow and have a lot of fun. I only need that be going to one time, and that's followed by the base form of the verb. I am going to take and have, right? So number five, because it's present progressive, I need two ing verbs, meeting, learning. In number six, it's I am going to, so you have two base verbs, take and have. If I'm using will or be going to for predictions about the future, After the modal will, we only use the base form of the verb. The sun will rise tomorrow at 7:15 and set at 6:45 p.m. I only need to use that modal will one time, and then each verb after the will needs to be the base form of the verb. The sun will rise and set. In number 8, I'm using be going to. I only need to use be going to one time. And then after that, I need the base form of the verb. The sun is going to rise tomorrow at 7:15 and set at 6:45 p.m. Rise and set. If I'm using will to talk about a decision at the moment, again, after the modal will, you use the base form of the verb. Someone is knocking at the door. I'll get it and see who it is. I will get and see. Those are parallel with the phrase about to, right? Be about to. Let's get out of here. That man is about to come over here and beat you up. Come and beat are parallel. They're both the base form of the verb because they are both following the phrase is about to. Go ahead and try it out. Pause this video, stop the video, decide on some verbs that can fill in these blanks. Pay attention. Is it the base form of the verb? Is it an ing form of the verb? Is it the past tense or present tense form of the verb? So decide what kind of verb, what verb form you need, what verb tense do you need. And because we are working with parallel structures, those verb tenses should be the same in both blanks. Stop the video and then try it out. And we will look at some possible correct answers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I hope that you've tried this out and now you can see some possible answers. These are sample answers. Your answers may be a little different if you chose different verbs. But number 1, my classmate is going to meet me at Starbucks and study for the final exam. Be going to, so those two verbs need to be the base form. Meet, study. Number 2 says last night at 11. So those two verbs need to be in past tense. It's last night. I finished my homework and listened to music. In number 3, we have tonight, future, and we have a be verb there. Nico is. So this is going to be present progressive. Nico is going downtown and watching football, a football match tonight. 2 ing verbs. Okay. In number 4, it's present. It's happening right now. Present progressive. We have Alexis is, we have that be verb. After that be verb, we need an ing verb. They both need to be an ing verb. Searching for, or maybe looking for jobs online, sending her CV to many companies, giving her CV to many companies, emailing her CV to many companies, but they both need to be ing verbs. And then in number 5, we have a time clause, and they both need to be the present simple form of the verb. It's after the verb, after the subject you, so it'll be the base form of the verb. Before you talk to your boss, before you speak to your boss, right? And tell her about your mistake, and inform her about your mistake, you should practice what you're going to say. So your verbs might have been a little different than these, but they should all be parallel. They should be the same. If one verb is an ing verb, the other verb should be an ing verb. If one verb is past simple, the other verb should be past simple. If one verb is a base verb following the modal will, then the other verb should be a base verb. Okay. For homework, go to page 87 and 88 and try out exercise 44 and 45, working with parallel verbs. Remember, whatever verb tense one verb is, the other verb needs to be the same verb tense. They should match. Good luck.